Hi, I'm going out because Alex is giving me a couch today, so I figured I'd pretty myself up since I'm going out in public. Which I normally don't pretty myself up when I go out in public, but I don't normally go out in public. So I gotta take a lift to Home Depot and rent a truck. But yeah, I can get around without a car. I'm learning. But I had a story I was going to share with you. Crap, it was hilarious too. Well, anyway, it's been banging around in my head for a couple days. Like, it needs to come out, and I totally forgot. So it wasn't like a recent thing, but I'll share a Mama Kirby story. She kills me. So, or maybe this was it. I don't know. But, okay, so I don't like to be judgmental. I can be, but I had a friend for 10 years who was a judgmental, condescending hypocrite, and I don't know why I allowed her in my life for that long. Like, I didn't get first felt up over close till I was 24, and I told her about it because, girl talk. And she told me to talk to the bishop, the leader of the church, like, to repent of my sins. And I didn't think it was a big deal, but I did anyway. And he was like, "You're right, it's not a big deal, but your friend cares about you." Then 3 weeks later, she showed me hickeys on her boobs. And I was like, "Oh, hell no. You do not get to judge me for that when, oh, hell no." And so I told her, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. I don't do hypocrisy. Like, no, I don't think I even told her anything. I think I got just ghosted. And then 3 months later, she comes back in my life, and I let her in for some reason. And this time I tell her why I left, and she's like, "You're just jealous that I have a boyfriend." And I'm like, screw you. No, I'm telling you why I'm upset with you, right? And so for 10 years, she's sleeping around and pretending like she's not, and still going to church on Sundays. And then she's like, "My family's coming to town, and how do I get out of not taking the sacrament when I'm next to them?" And I'm like, "Just have a coughing fit before it hits you. Whatever." Like, seriously, why did I let her? And then she's judging me all the time, like, "Be careful with this guy." And I'm like, "Don't tell me to be careful. Like, plus, I'm 4 years older than you, bitch." Whatever. And because I'm an empath and she felt guilty all the time, I felt guilty all the time for sex I wasn't even having. Like, good hell. There ain't no fun in that. So, the thing that finally ended our friendship was she told me to be careful with this one guy at one point, and I was like, "Did I just hear this guy laugh?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You're telling me to be careful with this guy that we didn't really do that much, and you actually slept with this other dude, and you think you're not going to sleep with him again?" And she's like, "Oh, he thinks of me as a sister now." No, the hell he does not. He slept with you, woman. And I was like, "You know what? You don't get to judge me and condescend to me and be hypocrite. That doesn't work for me, and I don't know why I've let you be in my life for so long." And she's like, "Well, I have pretended that that's not who I am, but that is who I am. So I guess this is it." And I'm like, "This is it." And then I felt sort of a savage revenge a year later, telling her former roommate, that she'd been sleeping around the whole time. I don't know why. It was fun. Anyway, so, like I said, I wasn't judging her, except for the hypocrisy part. I hate hypocrites. But I wasn't judging her to her face. I try really hard not to be judgmental. And remember when Kyle told Mama Kirby that he was living with his girlfriend, and she throws up her hands? "Oh, we don't do that," right? Well, one day I tell Mama Kirby that the roommate's sister is living with her boyfriend, because I don't want to judge her. I don't want to be the judgmental one, right? But I don't like hypocrisy. I hate it, because the sister's still going to church every weekend, pretending like she's a good little Mormon girl. And Mom Kirby totally drops the ball. She's like, "Oh, well, I hope she's happy." What?